Hello, my name is Sebbi, and welcome back to the coffee break in Minecraft. Today is Sunday, November 4th, 2018. Indeed, it's November. That's not really a surprise, as last time we celebrated Halloween, and Halloween normally takes place on October 31st, so yeah, there is no other option than having November today, and yeah, that's okay, I guess. I mean, it fits into the general scheme of time is flying, and the entire passage of time is totally crazy. But yeah, we are used to it, I guess. We are used to it by now. I had a pretty good weekend. I mean, it's still weekend, but yeah, I tried to make the most of it because we had a bank holiday on a Thursday. So I took the day off on Friday, and this resulted in a lot of... There's a skeleton I really like too. I should craft a shield at some... Ooh, he saw me. He saw me. Ooh, ow. Ha, now you're on fire. And now you're dead. Thank you for the free arrows. So yeah, I tried to make the most of it. And I left on Thursday as planned. Around late morning, I left and I drove about 160 kilometers to get to the Fichtel Mountains, the region where also my grandparents live, and yeah, this is basically the region where I lived 12 years, 11 years, 10 years, some years. Before I moved to this place, and it's still one of my favorite places. I mean, there are of course other places that are much more interesting than the Fichtel Mountains, but when it's all about saving time and having only short travel times and so on, then this is basically the way to go. So yeah, I got there, and after having a little bit lunch and unpacking things, I decided, okay, here we go. Let's drive out to the Fichtel Mountain. Let's do the first hike of the weekend. And I climbed up one of those mountains. Well, mountains might sound a little bit like, ooh, this is something like in the Alps or so, where you really have tall mountains and, oh dear, this could have been dangerous, and glaciers and whatnot. No, it's just some rolling hills. I think the tops of the mountains are around 1,100 meters, 1,000 meters or so, 1,200 meters high. So it's not really a tall mountain, but still it's cool, especially as it's a super forested area. This is really what I enjoy, just being amongst the trees and inside a forest. So that's murder. Okay, some sheep got murdered. All right, thank you for the meat. I take it, and I will cook it at some point. I guess we are here in a new terrain because here is some seagrass, which is cool. They are just some your standard salmon. Nothing fancy. And I remembered last time, okay, we haven't seen some pumpkins. It would have been really cool to just play some pumpkins on Halloween, but oh well, we haven't found pumpkins, or we found pumpkins and I totally forgot about them or so. So yeah, that's why there was no Halloween decoration, because I initially wanted to have all the time Halloween decoration. But yeah, that's cool. That's cool to have some seagrass. I hope the seagrass in my river starts to grow as well, but I don't think that it will grow. I think only the kelp will grow. So that's a shame. That's really a shame. But yeah, so first hike was really cool, getting up to the top of the mountain, and I personally found most interesting thing was the weather, because yeah, it was super interesting. It was basically overcast, but in the distance. So maybe when I look in the sky around here, or so, just to give you an idea, the overcast stopped, and behind there was just blue sky. So you had really a super clear line. It was really a clear line. It was not like, okay, here a few clouds, there a few clouds. No, it was really an overcast cover which just ended, and it was a clear line, and this looked super awesome. This was really cool. At one point I even managed to take an awesome picture as the sun was a little bit shining through the cloud layer. So yeah, when you have the cloud layer going until here basically, and there is blue sky, here is clouds, then the sun was around here, so you really had blue sky and a super bright and shiny and sparkling border of this cloud layer. And yeah, you even saw the sun a little bit through the clouds, which really was super awesome. This was cool. Of course, I also took some other pictures of fall colors and all this amazing stuff. So it was really a great hike, and really enjoyed the first trip. Was there something else of significance during the first trip? I need to... No, I think I just... Yes, I think seeing this very distinct layer of clouds was I guess one of the most interesting things. Then, as said, got to the top of the mountain, continued, descended, and followed again the pass. It's a pass I visited quite some time and quite frequently. There are a lot of springs. There are really a lot of springs, and there's also the spring of the river that flows to the town where I'm currently living. So that's really cool to see the start of it. And now I'm basically living at the river where it's already quite large, and ships travel on this river and so on. So that's really cool to see where everything begins. So yeah, this was cool. And yeah, afterwards I drove back to my headquarters, to the place where I stayed. This was probably the most annoying thing about this weekend away, because it was not really a weekend away of completely forgetting about work, because yeah, by the end of this month there are 2 paper deadlines coming up, and I want to submit or resubmit a third one this weekend. And so every time I got back and it was dark outdoors, I continued to write or to polish the paper. So yeah, so this was really a little bit annoying, because it was on every day. So every time I got back home and it got dark, I had to work, and also in the morning. So after breakfast I worked for a bit, then okay, let's go out hiking, and then after hiking let's do some more work. Of course, it's nice. It was a nice mixture, and it was quite refreshing, and I think I also relaxed a bit, and I calmed down a bit and regained some energy. But on the other hand, it's really a little bit annoying, and yeah, it's bad when it never stops. So yeah, this was one of the most annoying things. The next day, so Friday, I planned to visit my grandparents, but first I wanted to do another hike. So I hiked up to another mountain. I'm not quite sure if this is the tallest mountain of the entire Fichtel Mountains region, or if there's a taller one, but it's at least one of the tallest mountain there. And one of the interesting things was there were some patches of snow that were left over from, I guess, last weekend. I think last weekend there they had some snow. Here it was just raining, but there they were high enough, so they got some snow, and there were some left over. So this was cool. I touched the snow. I made a snowball out of it. I threw that snowball, and yeah, great time, great fun, a lot of fun. So well, this was nice. This was really nice seeing the snow. I also tried to relax a bit. I stopped at a few places, and for instance, I found a rock, but just a normal rock directly inside of in a forest, and I thought, okay, this is a cool place. It's a little bit sunny here. Let's just sit down and just look into the trees, and that's what I did. It was really nice just to stay in this moment, just to relax, and it was nice. It was very nice, very cool. I also stayed on the top of the mountain, so to also just sit a little bit in the sun and relax, calm down. In this case, it was really good and super nice. And yeah, this day the sun was shining. Was not completely blue sky, but was really nice weather, and surprisingly it's still quite warm for November. So I mean, yes, I reported some patches of snow, but the outside temperature was around 8 centigrade to 10 centigrade or so. So I just needed a t-shirt and a sweater or so, and this was enough. I mean, moving uphill is you start to heat up yourself, so you don't need so many thick clothes. And it was a nice trip. Then the weekend, not the weekends, the afternoon I spent at my grandparents'. I changed the tires of my car because I stored the tires of my car at my grandparents because they have a lot of space and I don't. And yeah, so I did this. Now winter can arrive. I do have my winter tires installed. Everything's good. There were also some weird things going on, so yeah, this was really surprising. I at first really have to think about it myself, and I don't really want to talk so much about family business, but it was weird. It was weird. So yeah, this spoilers. This surprised me for a bit, and but it was okay. So yeah, stayed there, listened to the good old stories. Most of them I already know right out of my head, so don't really need to hear them again. But I mean that's the normal thing when you deal with elderly people, when you deal with your grandparents. They often tell you some stories over and over again, and you just think, okay. I just smile and I say, hey, that's cool, that's super interesting, that's awesome, thumbs up or so. So yeah, that's but it's good. I mean, they are happy, they enjoy this, they all the time are happy. I mean, when they say me, they know a lot of interesting things, and so it was good. It was really nice, and I mean, as long as they are happy when they can tell me things, even though I know them already, it's good. So yeah, it's a win situation for them. So I guess yeah, then getting back home and continuing to read paper, to find some references for ideas I had in mind, what I like to put into the paper. So yeah, busy evening again, and surprisingly suddenly it was 10:30 or so, and I thought, okay, I now work the entire evening. That's not great. It's not great at all. It should be free time. It should be time where I can just relax and not continue to work. But guess that's science. That's the life of a PhD student or so. Oh man, I can't wait. Can't wait for the moment when I finally have finished this PhD, and I can say, all right, sure, there's a deadline coming up. I do some papers for research of the research group, but I don't have to focus on my very own research to continue with my PhD or so. So yeah, I really hope this moment comes soon, because it gets annoying. It really gets annoying. And this brings us to yesterday, Saturday. I did another hiking trip before I drove back to the place where I live. And this time it was not in the Fichtel Mountain, but it was in the... how is this place called? Franconian Swiss or so? Something like this. It's really a nice place because you can hike around a valley. So you start on one side of the valley, then you descend, you climb up the other side, you walk along the cliff basically, and then you descend again and move up on the other side again to get back to your car. And this is really a nice place. In the center of this valley is a small river, and this river must have been really large many years ago or so, because it has washed out the rocks, and so there are a lot of caves, which is super interesting. There was also one cave. I'm not quite sure if I have seen this cave before. I must have, but because they don't excavate new caves or so. But yeah, I tried to get a little bit into this cave. I used the torch function of my smartphone to bring some light into the situation, and yeah, what was really interesting. At some point, I would have needed to even crawl, which at first I wanted to do. I thought, hey, let's get deeper into this cave. That's super interesting. But then I shed some light at the ceiling of this very narrow passage, and I saw some large spiders hanging at the ceiling, and I thought, okay, yeah, I'm not a huge fan of spiders. I can deal with them, but when I can avoid dealing with spiders, then that's my preferred way. So I decided, okay, I don't want to get deeper into this cave. It's enough. It's enough. Maybe next time, maybe when spiders are out hunting or so, then I can try to get in there, get a little bit deeper. I'm not quite sure how far this cave extends. This would have been really interesting, and the torch of the smartphone unfortunately is not powerful enough, so maybe I also need to bring a more powerful torch so that can bring some light deeper into, or can illuminate the cave itself a little bit better. So this is the thing I like to do next time. So this was really adventurous. This was cool. Crawling into a cave, seeing cave spiders. Yes, I agree with you, Mr. Donkey. Yeah, this was cool. This was really nice. And also in the point where you start, there's a little castle or so. So this is really cool because you can see this castle from multiple angles, and you see it all the time. You walk along this valley. So yeah, it's really a beautiful place and was really nice. Then of course after this trip, grabbed some lunch, and I drove back home. I drove back to the place where I live, and yeah, then more. Well, at first a little bit YouTube, and then paper. Hooray, paper! Oh dear. Yeah, as you can hear, I'm on the one hand I'm super relaxed. I'm super happy that I did this weekend away. It was really refreshing. I regained some energy, and I really like to do this soon again, because I really feel how important this is to me, that just being outdoors and so on. But with this busy months coming up, I'm not quite sure if I can do this month again. Would be great, but I don't know. I don't know if it's possible. And it felt a little bit weird leaving the good old town again, and driving here again, because yeah, I don't know, it was a little bit like a feeling, I'm not quite sure when I will see this town and this region again. So oh dear, this was close. So it was a little bit like a sad goodbye or so. But yeah, that's what it is. On the other hand, I'm looking forward to see some friends and other things here. So everything is fine. Everything is good or so. The only thing I noticed, I mean, that's probably the normal complaint of this year. So I just noticed once again, yeah, it's great. I really enjoy it. I'm super happy hiking. I'm super happy spending time outdoors. But at some point I also notice, well, it would be great to share those moments with someone and just be all the time by myself. So yeah, I guess I'm just getting older. I'm just getting grown up, or so that those things more and more start to be important for me, and also result in me thinking about it and missing those things. So yeah, this was once again a thing I noticed while I was out there, while I was hiking. But nevertheless, was great time. Was really great time, and I had plenty of things to talk about apparently, because we are already at the end of the second day, and I just talked about this weekend, so that's cool. That's super nice to have so many things to talk about. Also, one thing that's really weird, well, not weird, it's but yeah, I don't know, it was a little bit weird saying goodbye and to this region, because I also thought, I don't really like driving on the autobahn. I'm okay with driving on the autobahn. The main problem just is it's a little bit risky, and so many people die on the roads because of stupid other drivers or so, which is quite bad. And yeah, I a little bit had the feeling like, okay, I don't know, I need to say one of my best friend that, okay, you are important for me, just in the case that something bad happens to me and I'm not able to do so anymore. So I don't know, do you know this weird feeling that you think, okay, I'm concerned that in the end I can't say people that they are cool because something bad happened to me or so. It was really weird. That's basically what the essence of my rambling is. So yeah, that's where we are, and that's where we have to defend our creeper, our place, so that we can go to bed without being in danger. Let's see, maybe I should take out this guy when I can see it. Where are you, creeper guy? Okay, I don't know where this creeper guy is. There's a creeper lingering around. You're too close. You're a little bit too close, my friend. Ooh, this was a nice shot. Okay, let's grab all this sweet XP. And where's the other crew? Another zombie guy. Ow! So many zombies. Okay, I hope I can just go to bed without being attacked, because we are getting more and more swarmed. So in this case, I hope you enjoyed this very episode, and I hope you will be joining me next time. Thank you so much for watching. I hope I'll see you again. Until then, my name is Sebbi. See you!